up, everybody? This is Roberto Lorenzo Ferguson. I am your nutritionist. I'm a guy who shares because I care, and today is no different. But for those of you who are coming in for the very first time, let me say welcome. I am glad you are here. I call this Fat Loss Tuesday because there's nothing better than that, really, to focus on a Tuesday. Well, actually, that's not true. Anyway, I am going to share with you some information about omega-3 supplements. I want to share this information with you because it's something that you want to know about. Actually, every person that lives in North America wants to know about omega-3s. Now, if you are new, I just want to say thank you for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you got something to comment on. And we're going to dive into this. I'm not going to keep you long. I just wanted to share with you some information about omega-3 fatty acids. You've heard about it. Some of you are actually probably taking a supplement. You're thinking about taking a supplement. And let me say real quick, and that is, I don't want you to waste your money because not all of these omega-3 supplements, especially the ones who call themselves fish oils, are legit. You're taking it because you want to be healthier, but unfortunately, you don't know if it's working or not. So we have an answer to that. It's called an omega-3 index test. And in that test, you will know if that product works. Now, in the last 5, almost 6 months, I have watched 7 people who were taking a fish oil, an omega-3 oil, believing that it was helping them. And then we had them do a test. The test is they did right at home. And all 7 of them, the results came back not good. They came back not good. So they were wasting their money. So the first thing I'm sharing with you is fascinating to me because there's a lot of supplements out there. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And when it comes to fish oils or omega-6 oils by themselves, that's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And people hear about the studies, they get it. So it's something that can be helpful for so many things, whether it's inflammation, helping a person lose weight, helping a person have better memory, improve their cognition, help them with their hair, their skin. I mean, the list goes on. And it's clear that most people living in America and Canada are insufficient when it comes to their omega-3 levels in their body, in their tissues, in their cell membranes. We know this because there's a test. And I'm not going to go into great detail today about polyphenols, but the product that I'm endorsing, the product that I believe everyone would benefit from, has a quality omega-3, and it has a significant amount of polyphenols in it. That combination makes this product a game changer for anybody wanting to optimize their health. Now, some of you may not know much about fish oil, so I'm going to use Dr. Andrew Weil, longtime friend of mine who I've known for almost 25 years. I met him in Maui. We were speaking. We did some really cool things together, and I've always respected him and acknowledge what he brings to the table. He's a gift. And for years, he's been talking about omegas. When I wrote my very first book, going back to the late 1990s, I was talking about omegas. And back then, we didn't have a test that you can take now. There's a test. I mean, this changes everything. And I know some of you have your product that you're taking. You don't want to take a test because you don't want to find out that you're probably wasting your money. I don't want you to waste your money. So let me just introduce you guys to the basics of fish oil or omega-3s. Okay, so I'm going to use Dr. Andrew Weil. I have 2 clips for you. The first one is just a basic one to talk about some of the basic benefits of fish oils, but omega-3. They are not created equal. I need you to hear that. I have something that is the real deal. Or if someone shared this video with you, they have it, they can make it available to you as well. Okay, so let's take a look at this little short clip.
With fish oil, there are two omega-3 fatty acids that we need called EPA and DHA. You want both of those. And there's argument about what the best ratio is. We really don't know. But you probably want to take something like 3 or 4 times EPA to DHA. So look on the label of a product you're using, make sure it's giving you both EPA and DHA and more EPA than DHA. I think it's very important to get this in the diets of kids as early as possible, and infants and fetuses. The influence of omega-3 intake on brain development in the fetus and the infant is profound. The cell membranes of nerves in the brain are mostly composed of DHA. And if DHA is not present enough in the mother's diet, in a nursing mother's diet, there's reason to think that the brain, the architecture of the brain is weak. I think this is a factor in conditions like childhood autism, in ADHD, in a tendency to bipolar disorder, in unipolar depression. The data here are very impressive on the effects of omega-3 supplementation on brain development in kids. And we've seen in our clinic very spectacular results in autistic kids with fish oil supplementation, and also kids with ADHD. There's a psychiatrist at the National Institute of Mental Health, Joseph Hibbeln, who studies this area and is one of the presenters at our nutrition conference. And he has, I mean, really a spectacular data from around the world showing correlations of tissue levels of omega-3, low tissue levels of omega-3 with homicide, with suicide, with violence. Amazing thing. I mean, direct correlation to murder rates in different societies with omega-3 levels. So I think the influence of these fats on our general health, both psychological health and physical health, is profound. And again, I'll just repeat, I think most people in our culture are deficient in omega-3 fatty acids, and supplementation with them is key to healthy aging, to general health. And it's both, you know, increasing omega-3s and decreasing excess consumption of omega-6.
Okay, the key thing I want you to get from what Dr. Weil was just talking about is that most people are insufficient. They are deficient with omega-3. They are deficient. That means that you're probably deficient. If there was one supplement that you were to take, okay, we're talking all supplements, supplements that you may call a fat burner, supplements for B12, supplements for vitamin E, supplements for vitamin C, vitamin D. If there was one supplement that I would want everyone to be taking that live in the United States of America as well as Canada, it would be a quality omega-3 supplement. I've seen the studies where it helps with mental health. It helps, it's like an antidepressant. One of my long-term clients, Brett, who just lost 137 pounds, he went from 336 pounds to 199 pounds. When we tested him, he was insufficient with omega-3. That is no longer the case. And what I am seeing is a game changer. Okay, if you care about mental health, if you care about gut health, if you care about not or reducing your risk of Alzheimer's, reducing your risk of dementia, if you care about reducing your risk of all-cause death, cardiovascular disease, if you care or want to improve your skin, that one supplement that does all of this is a quality omega-3. Not just for adults, but for kids. Now, I'm not here to overly preach. The goal in this time together is I put it out there. You can do a free consultation with me. I'm available to explain the details. You can reach out to any of our coaches that are making this product available. as well as their nutrition coaching that they can provide you. Reach out. Don't put it off. This is one of those things that you don't want to put off. So I want to just play one more clip with Dr. Weil. And this one I really like a lot. Not like I like it more than the other one, but he's addressing if we're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids. And it speaks directly to everything that I'm sharing and promoting. Okay, so check it out.
Probably the most significant nutritional deficiency in this population is omega-3 fatty acids. The amount of research accruing on the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids is overwhelming, not just for physical health, but for mental health. I think you can't be an optimal.
Okay, now real quick, I just want to replay that. He said exactly what I'm saying. He said exactly what I'm saying. So just listen to the beginning, and then we'll play it out, and then I'll close this up, okay?
Probably the most significant nutritional deficiency in this population is omega-3 fatty acids. The amount of research accruing on the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids is overwhelming, not just for physical health, but for mental health. I think you can't be in optimum health if you do not have adequate intake of omega-3s. Most of us are not getting enough. And the further problem is that, you know, there are these two classes of what are called essential fatty acids, meaning we have to have them. They're the omega-3s and omega-6s. The omega-6s are common in the food supply. They're in seeds and nuts and oils extracted from seeds and nuts. We need both of these oils in our diet, both of these classes of oils. They have, in general, opposite effects. Omega-6s increase inflammation. Omega-3s decrease inflammation. Omega-6s increase the tendency of the blood to clot. Omega-3s decrease the tendency of the blood to clot. But we need both of these in the right amount. The problem is that we in this part of the world are eating vast excesses of omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. And this is one of the, I think, main dietary reasons why people here go through life in a pro-inflammatory state. And this is a major, major thing you want to look at in your own diet. The omega-6 overload that we eat is primarily the result of the flooding of our diets beginning in the 1920s with refined soybean oil. Refined soybean oil, like high fructose corn syrup, has become the universal fat that's added to processed and manufactured food. And the reason for that, it's the same thing. It's cheap. It's cheap because the federal government subsidizes soybeans. You know, soy is one of the 5 crops that heavy federal subsidies are given to. So we've artificially driven down the price of that, and that has caused this huge increase in consumption of omega-6 fatty acids, which is really, really bad for us. So what you want to do in your own diet is to think about how you can reduce consumption of omega-6 fatty acids while increasing consumption of omega-3s. Again, the simplest way to do that is to eliminate refined, processed, and manufactured foods, because that's the main source of it.
Well, I don't know if it could be said any better than that. We are consuming too much omega-6. Omega-6, the one I'm referring to is linoleic acid. That will be in all of your seed oils. That is something that we do not want in our body. It causes inflammation. It's bad. And it's in everything. Okay, not to scare you, but it's in a lot of stuff. We are out of balance. Okay, the good news, like my mom, when she got tested after taking Omega XL, and we saw that she was 32-1. The 32 was omega-6. The 1 is omega-3. She was 32-1. You want to be like 3-1. You don't want that much omega-6 in your tissue, in your cells. But the reality is most people are out of balance. I mean, it's estimated about 99% of people living in the United States and Canada are out of balance. And it's a direct both correlation and causation for a whole bunch of health challenges, from fatty liver insulin resistance, inflammation throughout the body. I mean, this is a no-brainer. And I hope it doesn't come across as selling. I am informing. I just happen to know of a product that comes with the test, that you can get a test. So then you know. There is nothing like this anywhere. And everybody, anyone who's hearing my voice, benefits from this product. Everybody. I have a client right now who is waking up every day. I mean, like literally every day, blood pressure levels. Her systolic was like 225. Her diastolic was over 100. Yes, that means going to the hospital. She's taking this product. I have her numbers. I'm going to share it soon. She did her original numbers where we did the test. She was in the red, insufficient across the board. She just did a test a little prematurely. It's been about 2.5 months. She's no longer in the red on anything. She's in the yellow and now moving into the green. In about another 6 weeks, we'll do her test and she will be in the green. Now, I mentioned the blood pressure because every day she sends me her blood pressure, and it's not no 200 and something over 100. She's waking up and living life 125 over 80, 130 over 85. Yeah. And the only thing that's changed, because I've been coaching her, so the nutrition, we got it down. The only thing that has changed is that she's taking the omega-3 that is fused with the polyphenols that's known to help with blood pressure, that's known to reduce inflammation in the body. That's got studies, not 100 studies, but thousands of studies that support what I'm sharing with you. So reach out. This is phenomenal. And I'm happy to be in a position where I can tell people about this omega. And remember, if you're taking some omega, like I had a client recently who, God bless her, smart, but not the brightest person in the world. We did a test on her omegas and saw that she's out of balance. I recommended she use the product. She started using it, but then found a cheaper product where she lives. She missed the entire point. So she's taking a product that's a fish oil, but like 7 other people I've watched take a product and then we test them and they're out of balance. You know, it's a humbling experience. I mean, the other day I did a presentation in Oxnard, California, and there's one lady there who I actually gave a test to. She never even used the damn test, which was a waste of my time and money. But then she wanted to give it to someone else. But because she appears to be fit, she thinks she's fit, but she is so far from it. She is insufficient with omega-3s. And even though she's working out regularly, she's doing everything that she thinks makes her be in good health. But I'm looking at her going, sweetheart, you are not in good health. You are, same as Dr. Weil, she is insufficient with omega-3. Yeah. And so when you meet people, even the ones who are in the health and fitness world, as I meet them and I bring up omega-3 index tests and we talk about it, have they ever been tested, etc. And some of these people are like, nah, I'm good. What do you mean you're good? So you're either ignorant, fully unaware of what they're unaware of, because why would you pass that up? Like when I was first introduced to this, it got my attention. It got my attention in a big way because I know the importance of omega-6-3 ratios. I've been telling people for years to watch out for certain oils and how they cause inflammation and major disruption in our body and contribute toward worsening our health. So for me, it was a no-brainer because I am aware. You know what I mean? Like I am fully aware. And the fact that I could actually make available a test that someone could do at home and we can find out where they are, then put them on a program then inside of 4 months, the life of a red blood cell, we can see a significant change in 4 months without changing anything except for just using the right product. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got questions, reach out to me. Other than that, enjoy your day. I will be back mañana. Again, I share because I care. I really do. And this omega-3 is just fascinating to me. It is fascinating for a whole bunch of reasons. So reach out if you want to learn more. And until the next one, peace out.